we are following the principles and the guidelines of the WHO, and then also our personal guidelines. So indeed, I don't think how I'm guiding myself for protection is different from how you are doing yours. It's just a normal thing that everybody has to comply and then follow up the normal standard and then the principles which have been advised by professionals.
Okay, how has this coronavirus thing affected football in general? I mean, we know now we don't get football to watch again, but you being an administrator, administratively, how has it affected you as an administrator?
For me, practically, it doesn't affect me in any way if it comes in terms of the football administration. Primarily, it is my work, but that I will call it my hobby work. My profession is a diplomatic consultant.
Okay.
That one, yes, it affects me greatly, not the football. Because as a diplomatic consultant and an investment consultant, my work is built is advising governments in different countries on diplomacy, international relations, investments, EPCs, PPPs, and then BOTs, BOMTs. These are things that I'm hugely involved in other parts of the world, not Ghana, but sometimes Ghana. So as it is, you are aware that everywhere, humanity, mankind, it's about health, life, and death. So if anything that bothers on life of mankind, that comes first. Without life, there's nothing called economy. Without life, there's nothing called football. Without life, there is nothing called engineering. It's the pivot role. This particular disease had opened the world, and then for people who do not understand the needful and the necessity of our life, because now you realize that nobody wants to die. That is where we are. So in fact, I mean, football would be the least of anybody's concern at this moment, because what are you talking about? We are talking about a human being just going there, stand on the field and kick a ball. And then you and I sit back and jubilate. And then we're talking about excitement, we're talking about somebody's trait of profession, etc. But let me put it this way, that no footballer at this point can heal you and I if it comes in terms of medical requirements and medical requests.
Exactly.
So at this point, anything that has to do with soccer, anything that has to do with banking, etc., it is just only, one would say that we need money to move around. Other than that, there is nothing that comes to bear on anybody's mind that you would think of, apart from thinking of whether we will be able to survive this turbulence, or whether we have the energy and the strength and the life to fight for yourself, family, friends, and then also close allies, and then for the nation. So for me, it backs up on the fact that we will be healed. You will be healed, I will be healed, nation will be healed, medically, healthily. It has nothing to do with football as we speak now. So greatly it affects football, but don't forget that no country thinks of football as we speak. So I very much would also join the same way that it is not a football issue. It is a matter of a health and life and death issue.
Okay. So tell me, let's assume that you are for a particular club, let's say Hearts, Kotoko, of the clubs in Ghana. Administratively, how do you have managed your players now, since now there's no football and that's your basic generator of money? How do you have helped your players to have gotten money to visit the hospital, to buy some? I mean, how do you have helped them?
Well, let me just not act in the wilderness. You and I know this is not the first time football, in case if you talk about closure.
Okay.
We went through 1 year, 1.5 years of a certain Anas, okay, the third floor, 12th floor, or number 12 or number 13 floor, whatever. Okay, we went through that. Ask me the same question that how were the players managed. This one also comes to bear on the management decision of how some of these clubs have treated the footballers, and how some of these clubs not them in their making, but then also how a state had also not contributed or helped people who have also managed football. Of course, how would you expect that King Faisal, Mediama, even Kotoko, Hasufu, how would you expect that they would also be under the circumstances, be able to withstand with the pressure economically, financially, and take care of their players? Everybody now, except when somebody is collecting that, okay, me this guy, bro, I need your budget. But if you owe me or I owe you in 2 cities, I'll tell you that you know the corona, I don't have money. Why? Because little thing that money anybody has, you will try to keep much as you can, try to save much as you can with prudent measures, administratively to guide and then also organize yourself for yourself and your family. Because as the French will say, on sait jamais, we don't know what is going to happen. We don't know what is going to happen. So I'm very much actually, I know it's a disturbing thing for the players. Already the league just started. Their salaries were just being paid small, but they started earning some winning bonuses. Look at where they are now. And if those managers, owners, bankrollers, administrators of these clubs, think of it, they themselves, they are cash strapped. They themselves, they spent huge money while sitting down. The clubs were not performing because there was no league. There was no cash. They were also financially handicapped. Before this one, just after 8 weeks. Are you off?
No, I'm here. I'm with you.
So if you look at it, they haven't organized themselves. They themselves, they have not made even 3,000 Ghana cedis for keep.
Wow.
They haven't. The clubs, they haven't. So now you ask me, not me that as an administrator, ask also that holistic, what is the state in these circumstances also going to help keep our players who certainly will be used after the episode is over? And I'm referring to the COVID-19.
Sure.
So very much marginally, it affects every sector, every sphere of the economy, individual, social, financial, and then political. So it is a huge problem out there. And this will be Benya say club be say Nisika Daho or the Bashar players, or is going to finance players, giving them salary that they want. It is a capital lie. They will not be able to do it. But then we are hoping that if you people you sit at the back of the console, you can propagate and push a crusade, an agenda that under the circumstances, the clubs are just at their begging knees. Okay? They're on their knees. If the government can come to their aid, support a little bit to enable them rather to handle and then host and keep their players. As we also need the services of the footballers. Either than that, it is not easy.
Okay. Just as we went to sleep, we're told that in Spain, the FA in Spain has donated 500 million euros for the clubs there. Obviously, you say those ones, they are, a bit higher than us, so we have to just calm nerves down. But do you speak Hausa yourself?
Do I do what?
You speak Hausa?
If I do speak Hausa,
yes, sir.
If I meet a man of 90 years, I can. If I meet an old lady of 70, I can speak.
Okay, so kindly use in the next 1 minute in Hausa to advise.
I wouldn't address. I'm a Muslim, does not mean that, but then I understand Hausa very well.
Okay, so I want to.
In my case, it's a little bit difficult because I speak a lot rather foreign languages. But when it comes, I wouldn't like to be mocked at. But then if it comes to a difficulty with a 90-year-old man who doesn't speak any language.
Okay, which language apart from English are you comfortable? I don't want Tree anyway. Which language apart from English and Tree are you comfortable with?
Oh, then it can be maybe. No, those are not language relative to us. I speak other foreign languages, which of course we don't have listeners to that.
No, we have neighboring countries, the French countries. So if you can speak French, advise us on how to cater for this coronavirus stuff.
Do you You want me to go through that? I mean, it's okay. It's okay. I wouldn't speak. I wouldn't speak, but then it's okay on that. You understand? Because let me put it this way: that whoever listens to you, everybody understands, because your program is in English. Therefore, you look and you reach. You know how to reach your listeners. So let me keep up to this, and then let's keep it as such.
Okay, Mr. Al Wahab, a diplomatic consultant. Thanks for your time this morning.
Okay, Messi. Thanks a lot.
All right.